This is the race committee. The wind sampling period is complete, and this race is live.
It will be a New York Yacht Club coming in on starboard at 2 minutes, and it'll be Emirates Team New Zealand coming in at 2 minutes and 10 seconds on port.
And I think we've possibly got a late entry for the Americans here. American Magic looking like they're potentially off the foils, so Emirates Team New Zealand potentially on time, but American Magic there just not getting off the foils in that last manoeuvre. So
what more can this day throw at us? Final day of the Louis Vuitton Cup round robin series. Green light for the defender, Emirates Team New Zealand. But trouble again before the start for American Magic, still off the foils.
Boundary penalty USA, boundary penalty USA.
So time on distance now for Emirates Team New Zealand. You see American Magic there in the background with a boundary penalty, not executing that manoeuvre out wide, and it's a long way back, low riding back to the entry. So just building speed there to take off American Magic. So a lot of pressure on them now.
It's going to be a port start if we get going.
Wind is light in this bottom half of the track, 6-7 knots.
This looks really soft ahead of us.
There's a good sign, Patrick, back up on the foils.
They continue on port. Yeah.
So they'll just probably want to sail across and execute one manoeuvre from there to come back, possibly for a split start.
35.
The Americans, so time and distance Emirates Team New Zealand. They will start on starboard.
They're at a disadvantage already because they've got the boundary penalty.
Split tack start here. Okay, 30 to kill.
It's a 5 for the pin.
We're racing for the boat, so we're going to turn up into attack here.
3 for the pin.
Okay, stand by.
Can't voice if Tom Slings do.
2, 1. And
Pressure manoeuvre here for the Americans.
Coming down. And aiming at them is probably pretty good.
Keeping the boat on the foils, so nice manoeuvre there by the Americans. We'll see potentially quite a clean split start here. Emirates Team New Zealand will wind these guys up and force them low.
Happy to come up here. Coming up.
But you don't do a late game.
Okay, we still have penalty to kill. Keep fast here. Give it fast.
175.
Race start in race 30 of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. American Magic with the boundary penalty. Split tack start.
Americans having to wash off that 75-metre penalty. You see them putting the bow down. You see the metres ticking up there. It's Emirates Team New Zealand gaining, so
Lock in here, guys.
Helming at the moment, stand in helm for Paul Goodison is Luca Calabrese. Big day for him.
Now we've got a lot to build here.
certainly is, and not easy conditions to jump straight in the hot seat and execute these manoeuvres in these light air. So
15 to boundary. I'll press. 10, stand by.
He has done a lot of helming in training, but there's nothing like the hot seat in a race.
just staying on the foils there, the Americans. So nice job to keep the boat on the foil there, just over that bottom speed, to around 20 knots to keep the boat on the foils.
Hi, Trav.
It's going to chase zero. Peter Lester. Wow, another poor start by the Americans off the foils, and tricky conditions. Have they changed quite a bit at the bottom?
I just think for American Magic, it just looks at the bottom of the range, they do struggle to stay on the foils. Wasn't a bad recovery given the situation they're in. And for Lucas Calabrese, you know, they're on, he came off on port, so he's got his first experience of sailing in the America's Cup, and that's a milestone for that sailor.
50 to boundary. Just my edge there. Just my
Lucas
edge.
obviously
Touching a lot. I'm going to
has done a huge amount of sailing, obviously on the simulator and with the team, and the depth of talent that all these teams have is quite immense. And obviously a fantastic day for him and his family to be in the hot seat, and they'll be trying to chase down the current defenders of the America's Cup.
This is much better breeze here. One and button.
Okay, stand by.
Just wondering.
I don't think we lay, but we're close to it, Pete.
Would Emirates Team New Zealand have been pushed a little bit since
They've
been blunt. Their last couple of starts have been pretty sort of 5 out of 10.
I'll look every minute for Emirates Team New Zealand now. This is the last remaining probably 18 minutes or so of their racing for the next 4 weeks before they line up for the America's Cup. So little gain back to the Americans there. Right away boat, Emirates Team New Zealand, give way boat, American Magic have made a gain out that left-hand side of the course and sailing well.
On this exchange again.
No issues.
I'd be prepared to go down to Marcus.
A bit more pressure coming.
I think it'll knock if anything.
They have been covered extremely well, American Magic, surely.
We are seeing quite big swings in the breeze, in direction, and also it's pretty up and down in pressure. Great breeze on the top left-hand side of the course.
Stand by. Happy to go there. Down in tilt.
Mark in 10. Initial thoughts?
They come back. I think we'll take left off.
Well, despite the average start by American Magic, they have really put the hammer down upwind. And there's a slight subtle lead change as they get to that top gate. Both boats are head around on the first downward leg in race 30. Emirates Team New Zealand goes around first, but hot on their tail, American Magic.
Down here.
Right on that left side, and short side.
Further.
Any questions if you want to lead it when we get to zone?
We're down here in 2, 1.
They've gone.
And turning.
So Shirley, American Magic here having to execute every manoeuvre really cleanly, and 20 knots bottom speed there, just keeping the boat on the foil and accelerating out of that
More pressure coming.
corner there. So Lucas Calabrese taking over from Tom Slingsby, doing a really nice job of keeping the boat on the foil there, and certainly a close race, which is what Emirates Team New Zealand are looking for
You're at the bottom there.
for that last-minute racing experience.
Got more to come down now.
They've done so well to close it all up, but with every manoeuvre on American Magic at the moment, your heart's in your mouth. And you think how much Tom Slingsby and Cole Goodison have got better and better over the last 2 weeks. It is a big ask just to step in and execute these tricky manoeuvres perfectly.
We keep talking about heart race of the cycles. I'm sure the heart rate of Lucas Calabrese is trying to jump out of his chest at the moment, because a magnificent opportunity, not so great for Paul Goodison, but we wish again Paul well to get back into the boat. But wow, what a day in the career of Lucas Calabrese, and American Magic trying to chase down the defender.
And then it looks soft, so I think we're going soon.
Certainly a big shout out from all of us here
3,
to Paul, and
2,
hope you get well soon, mate.
Board.
And on board with Emirates Team New Zealand.
What are we thinking out of the bottom marks?
And on.
I'll be back offshore.
Yeah, I think initial offshore is not bad.
So, a little bit of gate vice, like 25 to the right. I'm wondering if you
Probably left for an early tack.
left for an early tack, but that's giving
This
about
is
40
the race
meters.
committee. We are moving the windward gate, shortening the course to 1 nautical mile.
You're coming on this ley line, we don't
So
want
you're
to take
on
the
board
right
with the
tack.
It's gonna
Emirates
be a
Team
lot
New
of
Zealand
gas if we go
defender
right,
of the
Mark,
Louis
if we
Vuitton
both go that
37th
way.
America's Cup here in Barcelona, being
I
trailed
think that's the plan.
by American Magic in conditions that are
That's
up
it.
and down
They're
like
on
a
your line,
yo-yo
following.
today.
I think those conditions where we just sail our
But we
phases
can
up to speed as
confirm
well.
that Orient
How much
Express
do you want on
Racing
the
will
slope?
not take
If
any
they're
further
following
part
a little
in this
bit,
regatta,
just to be
as
sure of it.
the Lingy
I haven't
Red Bull
judged yet.
Racing were Well, let's put it the other way around.
Give it a little
Luna
bit
Rossa
more.
Prada Pirelli were disqualified in race 2 of the day and handed another point to Ilingi Red Bull Racing to confirm them in the final 4. This is a no points race, but remember, this is the last time that the defender you see right there gets the chance to race competitively before the match, which starts October 12th. That's some time off.
It's going to be chaos. This side to hopefully we can get down.
I think we'll get a header as we go.
This is looking pretty good for us. Yeah. We just have to make sure we go past their gas.
Yep.
And then it'll be a long one back out to the
A little fast, mate, mate.
left boundary.
Marker in 10.
Emirates Team New Zealand coming in to complete the second leg of 6 in race 30 of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. Last day of round robin, and still one race to come. The sail-off for top spot.
Nice breeze all the way.
Nice one board rounding there by Emirates Team New Zealand, really railing hard on one board in these conditions.
Yeah, I
And
think we can.
nice apex of that turn.
Good ridey though, so I'm happy just to...
And here comes the New York Yacht Club's American Magic. Got themselves out of a big hole at the start, have done so well. And they're within touching distance, you might say, but it's been a strong downward leg for Emirates Team New Zealand. Around goes American Magic, heading upwind on leg number 3.
Bingo. Missing. Okay, he's tacked back. Nice pressure on the bow here. Left side looks pretty good still.
Breeze still not really kicking in. Surely it's still pretty soft and wobbly.
Yeah, we're seeing
Yeah,
some 7 knots at that bottom gate.
Stand by.
The wind field just showing us a little bit where there's more pressure in the middle of the course.
At the moment, we hit them for sure.
Just going to float.
Better
And
pressure.
they've gone now.
Top right as well.
So the hit's in about 8 to 10.
That's good for phase as well and pressure.
We hear a lot in Emirates Team New Zealand from Andy Maloney, one of the trimmers. I mean, he's really involved in not just performance, but tactical decision making.
Okay, just happy to build and go back on your timing. It's been plotted in 3,
Yeah,
2,
the offside coil trimmer there,
airport.
having all the information in front of them to help with those tactical decisions. A lot of the teams opting for a similar program, and even some of the cyclors that
Still a 1 mistake race.
are handy at yachting as well as cycling can chip in with some valuable information. So all teams taking slightly different approaches to provide that tactical and course information to the helmsman of both sides of the yacht.
Maybe take that off. We've got to go earlier here.
We do see in most teams the makeup of the cyclers is normally 2 kind of rowers or cyclists and a couple of sailers as well. So for sure they have roles within the decision making and the function of the boat. We don't entirely know what, but they must be doing stuff with their hands.
They absolutely do, and that's the beauty about putting the power in with your legs. It does leave your hands free and your fingers to be able to have input and help sail the boat around the track. So a lot of gear changing, a lot of pressure and pump management, and helping the trimming of those giant twin skin mainsails on the AC-75. So big job by all the crew to sail these boats accurately around the track.
Hell of a line and left there, eh?
Yeah. Big gain to us though.
On board with Emirates Team New Zealand,
Will,
and
they'll be going left,
Peter Burling
one and left.
on the helm, top left.
It's lifting now with pressure.
We're thinking a right turn, but back into it.
I think we'd be happy with that. There's good pressure on the right turn.
Okay, it's
Yeah, good
coming
control.
fast now.
I think there's a lift coming here. Yeah.
I think
They
their
are
loss on the
slick.
first downwind
They
was
are
the gas
super
more
slick,
than
the defender.
that side.
Any chance out on the water against an
And they had a bad
opposing team
drive
that
there,
they
eh?
potentially
Yeah,
could
into
see
the
in the
gas.
match is valuable time. And they're about to complete the
Build here,
halfway
got
mark
It's gone 10
of
left on
race
you.
30.
Yeah, golden minutes on the water here for Emirates Team New Zealand. So going through the process,
Quite a wide
not
extent.
just on the race course, but the whole day. Shore crew, shore team, the whole team going through a race day process, which they won't get to do as accurately as this for the next few weeks. So valuable time for the team.
Emirates Team New Zealand complete the first half of this race. 3 of 6 legs are done. They take the left-hand markers. You see it, right for them on Taihoro, the name of the boat. They're now going downwind on leg number 4. They're not going away, American Magic. They are sort of just being quite dainty coming upwind. It's as if it looks like they're pushing it. It seems like they're pushing, or not able to push because of the wind, and they complete the halfway mark.
All the way down.
Let's go on board with Peter Lester, who's on chase 0. Pete, what do you make of the Americans at the moment?
30 seconds this way.
They look good on that upwind. They took, what, 10 seconds out of the New Zealanders on that leg. It just, it's really fickle out here. It's light, there's big light spots. And looking up the course, the left-hand side is paying. And I thought the American Magic took full advantage of that. They're not out of this. And for the New Zealanders, the boat just looks a little bit more lively through the manoeuvres.
So we're on leg 4 of 6. Let's go into the chase boat for Emirates Team New Zealand. And Coach Ray Davies, would you have liked a stronger challenge at the start, Ray?
Yeah, well, it shows how hard the entries are almost one of the hardest things to do out here today. So that was, yeah, Americans obviously had a bit of a tough entry, and it's a tough day out here for sure. So stoked with the way the guys are sailing and getting in phase really nicely. Huge gains down that first run, and they're away again now.
This is potentially the last time we have a chat to you. I'm sure you'll miss our chats. But what's the process now ahead of the first race in the match, October 12?
Yeah, look, long way to go for us, obviously. We've got a lot to work on. We've got plenty of kit to keep working through and making sure we keep getting faster. We've got a big window of development coming up, and still learning about this tricky venue here as well. So we'll be watching the challenges racing as much as we possibly can and keep learning all the time here.
What do you make of the sail-off for first?
Yeah, that's exciting. It's great. It's a nice little feature. So
right,
yeah, hopefully this breeze hangs in there.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shifting the course axis to 175.
So we see Emirates Team New Zealand coming into the bottom gate for the second to last time, because the next time they meet it will be at the finish line. Still a very substantial lead against
Have a good look there at the wind.
American Magic. Remember, a non-points scoring race.
That doesn't look as this way.
Got to remember that.
So we want to
American Magic are locked into the semi-finals, and
any time for
don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that the defender is locked into the match. Starting October 12, wherever you are around the world, this is the place to be for the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup. 2 more legs for Taihoro.
5, so it's actually okay here.
Actually quite good, and lifted.
So we've got a little further now, but
it's still following it, so if you're worried about pressure, no worries.
Bottom, 2, 1, board.
Well, truly above
struggling to lay the
bottom foiling speed there for Emirates Team New Zealand, but American Magic really struggling to get hooked up here out of this jibe, and they are going to struggle to lay this left-hand turn. So possibly another manoeuvre coming up here for American Magic.
Down now, if you like, down here.
Very difficult manoeuvre here to get through the gate.
Board down in 2, 1.
Board 26 knots.
So let's see if they can keep Patriot up and going. Weather conditions changing by the second. Wait for it.
Only 18 knots of boat speed here, 19 for Patriot. Just keeping the boat on the foil there. Really tricky manoeuvre there, and Very, very well executed to keep the boat on the foil. Unfortunately, a little light there for them, so you can see the track that they've had to do. You'd think they would have got through the gate comfortably, but just a little light and that extra manoeuvre, so big loss for American Magic.
Press hard here and try to build. Okay, stand by.
On to the American Magic chase boat. Quick chat with Coach Tom Burnham. Coach, I think we'll ignore the start and let's talk about Lucas Calabrese getting an opportunity. We know it's tough for Paul to watch this, but big day for him and his family, mate.
Yeah, it's great, awesome. Lucas is doing a great job out here for his first race in the America's Cup Challenger Series. So yeah, really happy he's out doing this and doing a great job. So it's a really good day.
How much time has he had in the AC-75 in that seat?
He's had a bunch of time over the last few months since we've sailed the boat, and he's been sailing the 40s and the 75. I don't even know how many days, but a lot of days. So it's great to have him out here. Obviously, not the result we're looking for right now. We're not going so well right now. We got pretty light at the bottom of the race course, but Lucas is doing a good job, and look for him to come in off for the day, and I'm sure he'll have a lot of new experiences.
Yeah, but a lot to look forward to, Coach, because you're locked into the semi-finals of the Louis Vuitton Cup.
Yeah, exactly. Looking forward to that starting on Saturday. We're eagerly awaiting to see who we're going to race against, and I guess we'll find out that later in the week.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys.
Right, maybe bottom left. Full press. Yeah, well, it's open course here now.
Very tricky race course today. Just when we thought it was going to be straightforward. Really, we're seeing really quite big shifts, 20, 30 degrees, massive holes.
On board. I think I'm giving you extra to say.
And button.
There's no way.
Nice, mate.
3 or so years ago that these boats would remain foiling in this amount of breeze. So really, really impressive to see boats racing in such light breeze as we watch American Magic just coming off her foils there as we talked about it, and they've sailed into some light air in that manoeuvre. So
Emirates Team New Zealand coming in to complete the top leg for the fifth leg, excuse me, for the final time. I think they're pretty happy with that tack. When I heard someone say, yeah, nice job. And they've got the downwind and final leg to go.
35 knot exit speed there, 65 kilometres per hour, and very light air. And American Magic doing a really big build there to try and get Patriot back up on her foils, and they'll be hoping for another light air patch for Emirates Team New Zealand to fall into. They found one. They definitely are out there on the course.
A lot of errors from American Magic today, not just unlucky sailing into holes. I guess it just shows us really how refined the jobs are and how important it is to sail with your regular team. It's a big ask to put somebody new in at this stage.
Big day for American Magic, but they do have a fantastic depth of talent and very tricky conditions here to sail in as we'll watch them execute this tack. Tom Slingsby ripping the boat round, and Lucas Calabrese now taking over control of helming duties. A big handover of roles for all the teams there, going from one tack or one jibe to the other.
And they are a team that pre this regatta did a mountain, I mean a Everest-like mountain of work off Pensacola, and they were drilling themselves before they got Patriot christened, and they were running both AC-40s in their feet constantly, probably doing as much as Alinghi Red Bull Racing did in Barcelona off Pensacola. So they are a well-drilled crew, so they will have huge expectations, as will the defender of the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup, Emirates Team New Zealand. Been a slick performance in changeable conditions today by the defender.
So just go as far as we can here and keep the numbers high.
Glenn, you've been in this very position where you have to stop racing and wait. What's that like? What's it really like?
Oh, look, it just feels like it's a never-ending semi-final series. You're just like, when are we going to get to the big show? But what you do get, though, is you get to see all the fruits of your labour coming on in material and go-fast items down the track. So be they large or small, they all add up, and a lot of work goes in behind the scenes to keep improving, and all the teams are doing that constantly, and that's all you can really do as the defender, is keep improving and hope that you've got enough in the tank when you finally get to line up against.
Just quickly, what kind of areas are we going to see the biggest performance?
Inside, so we can see better with the sun.
Oh, aero and hydro would be my guess there.
So for the final time in this Louis Vuitton Cup, the defender of the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup, Emirates Team New Zealand, finish on a high note. They get another win off the coast of Barcelona, and now go back into prep mode for the match, which starts October 12th. And as you heard their coach Ray Davies say, we've got a lot of kit to throw at it. And you know what that means? How much better can the defender get?
Thanks, Russell. Top mark and the right-hand side on the sun got us again.
Way up the top is American Magic. I think the important thing to understand here is they're in the semi-finals, right? It starts Saturday.
Absolutely. Very, very important to be in that final four for all four of these teams, and they'll all keep continuing to develop.
I mean, they'll be hoping Paul Goodison makes a recovery. We don't really know the extent of his injury, and it does give him a few days as a bit of breathing period, both for the boat and for the crew, before they out in anger again.
Quick question. We talk about the defenders, or should I say the challengers, feeling at a disadvantage because now the defender has plenty of time to throw, quote, more kit at it. How much more do you think the challengers have to improve their boats, to develop them before they get going this weekend?
Well, not only do they keep getting to develop their boat and their equipment, they also get to keep racing, and that's one of the most important things for the challengers, is they will be race fit. Whoever makes it through this Challenger final, this Louis Vuitton final, to race off against the current defenders, Emirates Team New Zealand, they will be race fit and match fit, and that's one thing that Emirates Team New Zealand will not be as match fit as they'd like to be. But that is the America's Cup, and that's what it is being a defender.
Hence the reason they threw themselves into these round robins, to give them valuable time. And as we all know about the America's Cup, have a closer look at the opposition, potentially one of the 5 challengers, which is now down to 4, as Orient Express we have said goodbye to after being beaten by Ineos Britannia in the opening race of the day today. So American Magic will complete race number 30 of this Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series, and almost complete the round robin, because we have one more race to come, and that's a playoff race for first. But Patriot will cross the line. And how much better can she get, and what is the best conditions for Patriot to show how quick she is? The America's Cup story just keeps keeping on.
Up into 1, up.
That's the real one, guys. Nice and easy.
So confirmation of the final official race, race 30 as it was listed. Emirates Team New Zealand with a 2 minute and 37-second win against the New York Yacht Club's American Magic.